What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hodgepodge Garage. So today we're going to be pulling the windshield out. I got a buddy coming over and he's going to kind of help me because I can get the sealant and everything out, but I don't want to grab it by myself because then you're putting too much flex on that glass. So once he gets here, we're going to go ahead and start ripping this thing out. I'll go ahead and film that for you guys. And then Harbor Freight got me the other day. I was there, and I guess they have a liquidation sale going on, and I ended up finding it's like a $700 welder. They had it on an open box special for $300. So now we got the welder, we got an air compressor, so we can start doing some body work. Just to let you guys know, the reason why I'm buying all the tools now is, like I said, I was stationed in Japan for 5 years, so I don't have any of my tools. I sold them all when I was there. I did a lot of restorations on other cars when I was there, but I ended up selling everything because we're only allotted a certain amount of weight whenever we transfer back. So I had to buy a compressor, had to buy a welder again, had to buy a toolbox, all that other stuff. So it's adding up to be quite a bit, but now I think we have everything that we need. So let's get started on this windshield, and yeah, once he gets here, I'll start filming. Well, we broke it, so using this little tool on the edge there, the edge kind of hit the glass, so we're just going to get new glass. It's not too expensive, but yeah, we're going to use some hammers and get it out now, try to get it out maybe in one piece. Alright guys, so after that little defeat with the windshield, we're going to go ahead and cut the this panel out where this rust is. So it's pretty substantial, but we're going to end up cutting out probably a pretty big chunk of it, and then we're going to start sanding the roof. The reason I'm not going to sand the roof with this rust on there is because it just tears up the sanding discs. So once I have a smoother surface to actually sand on, that's whenever I'll go ahead and strip all the paint from the roof. Getting another windshield, hopefully it's not too bad. They have Supras in America, so it's not like it's a right-hand drive, left-hand drive kind of thing. And that windshield was the original one. You can tell because underneath the sealant, it's still black. So no one's ever pulled it out whenever they did the various other colors of paint. But let's get started. I'll try to set the camera up so you guys can see where I cut, and then we might try to do some metal work today. Get that all welded in there. So. guys, so that's half of the roof done. My arms are getting a little bit sore, but we'll do the other half here in a little bit. What I want to do right now is kind of start making up a template for this cut that I did. So usually what I do for that is I just take a piece of cardboard and I'll trace my outline on it, and then I'll cut out the cardboard and then trace that outline onto actual sheet metal. So that's what we're going to be doing for this. So let's get to it. Okay, so you can see my little cardboard template there. Fits in pretty good, but what we'll go ahead and do is we'll cut our metal a little bit bigger, and then we can actually trim the way we need. This is just like a rough guide on what shape it needs to be. And then whenever we cut it out of metal, we'll leave, maybe 1/4 of an inch or something on the edge, and then we'll just go ahead and grind it and file it until it actually fits. But you can see it fits pretty good in there. I still got to take care of that before I start welding. But that's not all the way through, so I think I should just be able to hit that with a wire wheel. We'll see when we get in there. But yeah, this whole channel had to come out, so that's all gone now. And then got to wire wheel all this inside here, and that doesn't look good to me. This is actually the support bar that runs across, so I'm gonna probably tack that down just so it doesn't move around on me, and then probably fill up these holes, just weld these up. But yeah, we'll wire wheel all that and underneath here, and then we'll cut out our metal for that. So there's the patch pan I put in. It wasn't too bad. I was using the new welder. Like I said, I went to Harbor Freight and I went to go get some sandpaper, $3.50, and then I ended up leaving with a welder and a cart and some other crap. But yeah, titanium unlimited 200, so it does arc welding, MIG welding, TIG welding, and then flux core. It's a multi-process welder. It wasn't what I wanted. I was just gonna get a dedicated MIG machine, but I mean, at 60% off, I really couldn't pass it up, and it was just an open box special. Didn't come with a wire, but I'm using the Lincoln wire for it, and I like the way it came out. What I was doing in there is called spot welding or skip welding, stitch welding, whatever you want to call it, and that's just so I'm not putting a whole lot of heat in one area. I'm going from one side to another side, back and forth until everything's welded up. Because if you put a whole lot of heat in there, you'll actually end up warping the metal, and I don't want to do that. So that's on there. I'm happy with that. Windshield's out. I'm not super stoked about that, but I can always order another one. And next episode is going to be probably test fitting the wide body. Got to weld up these rivet holes and then order the adhesive that I'm going to use. Put that on there, and then
we can start doing some fiberglass and blending and some primer and stuff like that. If you like seeing videos of body work, especially on Supras, there's another guy that's doing the same thing I'm doing pretty much right now. His name's Pratt, so I'll leave a link to his page in the description. You guys can go check him out, and he's infinitely better at this body work stuff than I am, and super informative, so go check him out. That's going to be it for me this episode, so make sure you subscribe, hit the little notification bell thing, and we'll see you on the next episode for some wide body install. See you guys.